Welcome back to Autocraft. I'm just getting back from vacation and it's high time I did the thing that I should have done months ago. Start on my project for the season. And this is going to take place on this island right here. And step one is to completely deforest everything. Okay, that's done. And I have so much wood. So much wood. So very much wood. And I didn't do this completely by myself. Crink and Geo hopped in and they helped me out quite a bit. It is a big area. This was so much more work than I thought it was going to be. It took 2 days. About 6 hours yesterday with two of us. And another 2 hours, 3 hours today. So yeah, so all things considered, about 30 hours between the three of us. So, a lot of work. The beacon actually belongs to Crink. Thank you very much for its use, although I don't think he intended on leaving it. I used it a lot and I appreciate it. So let me give you the lowdown. This is the beginning of a city. A really kind of compact, but I want it to feel big, but it's only going to take over this island. Now there's also some caves underneath that I may or may not utilize depending on how much time I have. The whole thing is going to get some landscaping and redone, and it's going to be a lot of buildings. The current list is about 30 buildings tall and includes everything from a small marketplace, a couple of taverns, a school, dorm rooms, hotels, a fish market, a meat market, and a dock. And that's just a fraction of it. So there's going to be a lot. I want to kind of keep with the landscape a little bit, put things, you know, up and down. I don't want to completely level it. It feels like it would take away from some of the immersion effects that I'm going for. And as you can see, it is not a piece of flat land at all. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. This is what I'm looking for. I will probably end up utilizing this as part of the story arc. And what I'm doing is a choose your own adventure story. So I've spent a good chunk of the summer and a couple of months since the season has started developing a branching story path. And I've got right now 6 or 7 of them done. I have a couple more I need to write, but the idea is it's going to be a small little bit of stuff on a lectern. And if you want to see this part, go to this physical location. And so you would go from, like, for example, the story is going to start off like in a dorm room, right? College student being stupid. Right, so you have the option of, well, you can go to bed and like study and prepare for the final exam you have in the morning, or you can stay up all night playing Minecraft. I mean, which you choose. And then you can choose in the morning, which do you want to go take the test anyway, regardless of how prepared you are or not. And if you choose not to, are you going to go downtown? Are you going to get drunk on? Are you going to go party and on campus? Are you gonna go party off campus? Are you gonna go sulk somewhere? These are all decisions that are gonna be made. And when people are like, I want to try this, it's gonna send you somewhere else entirely different, or maybe just down the hall to a different lectern, depending on what it is. But the idea is I want people to be able to play through it 5 or 6 times and maybe more and get more endings, multiple endings. I have something like 15 planned, but I don't know if I'm gonna get them all out. It depends on how long it takes me for me to build a city. So this is what I really needed all the tuff for. I want to experiment with using tuff for the roads and some of the buildings because the texture on the tuff bricks themselves work pretty good for this kind of thing. And then I have a lot of design work to do because I have the idea of a small, like a storefront, some facades. I have never done a school like the size that I'm thinking I'm going to do, so that's going to take some effort. I need to finish laying out exactly where it was. That's the part that's going to take the most effort at this point. So I'm going to sit back in creative, and I'm going to throw down some wool blocks, and we're going to trace out buildings. Okay, so let's start where the story starts. I think I want it to start here on the hillside because I like the idea of having the story start and having a kind of an overview of where things are, but that way when people starting, they're not like, I have no idea where this destination is. So I think that's what we're gonna do. I think we're gonna make this the initial starting point, which is essentially a dorm room. And I want the building big, but I don't want it so big it takes up half the island. But I want it it's gonna be mostly a facade, let's be honest. And one room is going to be a viable room, maybe 2. the rest of it is just kind of a great big hollow empty building. Alright, so area cleared. I'm going to start by making the actual dorm room itself and then putting the building around it. And the reason why I'm using smooth sandstone for the walls is because, well, I've only ever been in one dorm. I never went to college myself. And it was very, very neutral. It was light browns and whites and tans and just, it was so boring. So that's what we're going to do. So where to start with here? So we're gonna, dorm rooms themselves are rather small. So this is probably too big, but we're gonna go with it. We'll put, you know what? We'll put a bed here. Make it a bunk bed because there's 2 to 3 people in a room. And we'll have to come up with a desk. Okay, so we have a little computer outlook nook here thing. I don't know what to do about a keyboard. I kind of want to figure out how to put a keyboard in here. I tried a loom, but it just doesn't look right, even either side of it. Because I want to be, I don't know. I haven't really figured out how to do that, but I really want to figure out how to do that. But this is just a banner that is actually set down on that block. And this banner was not actually difficult to make. Where did it go? It's right here. It was not difficult to make at all. And the way I did this was, you said it, was it there? How did I do this now? I don't remember. I did it once and I can't figure out how to do it again. And now I can't break it. What's going on? There we go. Okay, there we go. If you attach the, wait a minute. No, because it came down from, hold on. Ah, okay, I got it. You attach the banner to this block, and then you can put the bookshelf against that block, and it creates this illusion. So put that back. Put it here. Put it here. And put that there. Okay. And this was really easy to make. Let me show you how we did it. It's really, really simple. It ended up being, it didn't actually take as long as I thought it was going to be. It ended up taking a black banner. And some white dye. And I came down and picked this one. And then picked this one. Boom. Just like that. Pretty easy. Alright, so this is where everyone was going to start off of. This is day 1, part 1. This is a fridge. It's a terrible fridge, but it's a work in progress. It's a fridge, alright? Don't judge me. So this is the dorm. It's kind of scant. I need to figure out what else to do with it. But this is just kind of a rough draft. I'll figure out how to, like, decorate all this nonsense later. So this is the start. This is where everyone starts off. Their first 2, 3 choices, maybe 4 choices, 1 of 4. Start with this lectern right here. I'm not going to get into too much of the story because I want people to be able to like watch others do it, and I want people to be able to enjoy this on their own when the world download comes available. So that should be kind of fun, I think. So, but for the time being, that's the first room. So let's get the rest of the building fleshed out because I want to be able to have just the building to start with. And this is what I've come up with. I hate it. It looks like total like 2014 Minecraft. It's off. All right, do over. Okay, this is better. This is better. The stone, I'm thinking white-ish. I don't want to do concrete, but I might end up doing concrete. Actually, white terracotta might not be bad for an actual color. It would be too much. I might just do concrete. But I feel like I need stairs here and bushes, but it's too flat. I do like this. I'm going to move this, however, out to this edge. Yes, I'm going to. I'll just put, I need to put something there. It's a little bit too much to empty that space. But I do like this a lot more. I will probably wrap this. Now the question is, do I leave it open? And I kind of want, I don't know. A part of me says put a wall here and just leave it open on the top. But the rest of me says just leave it open because it's just different. Haven't decided. It's not too bad. It definitely stands out at a distance. It almost looks like it should be dirt. You know what? We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. It just kind of, I mean, it's a very, very stark contrast to each other, but it doesn't actually look terrible, which is weird. Okay. I kind of like it. I changed up the doors. I added some stairs. I swapped out the interior a little bit, and as I was kind of cleaning things up, I'm like, oh my gosh, this would be perfect for like a custom tree. So I think that's what we're going to do. Just a tree in a little garden or something that is then open air. I'll have to figure out how I want to close this off, because this needs to be closed off from the rest of it. And then these towers are going to be, so the bottom floor, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. I have so many ideas. So the bottom floor here is going to be like a commons area, right? You're going to have tables and chairs and stuff like that. And then somewhere in here, I'll put an elevator or stairs or something that goes up. Only on, well, on both sides, but only one side is going to have any functioning rooms in it, because I only have one room I really need to work, because I don't really have time to do this all. So that's what we're going to do. And because of the nature of the towers, I don't need to have a fancy roof. It's just, they're just towers. I can just fill them in with whatever I want. This build's not done, but it's as close to being done as it's going to be for this episode, because I need to get this finished and get the video edited and out and then get it on the server. So thank you very much for being here. I hope to see everyone again soon. Goodbye for now.